going to show you how to use the paint bucket and the gradient tool. So these tools are fairly simple. So paint bucket, I'm going to hide this for a second. The paint bucket is this tool right here, and all I have to do is just load up a color and just mouse click. So if I go ahead and load up right now, I just have white, and if I mouse click, it'll just put in a color. If I want to change the color, you change it up and place it on a color. It works a little bit different on images, so if you're on an image, and let me wipe out some of this stuff real quick. On an image, you can use it too, but when you use it, it kind of only stays in the area where there is actual the same type of color and stuff. So I would recommend a different method on an image. But on solid, if you want a solid color, it's a great tool to use. Swap out the colors and then just reapply those colors on there. The gradient tool is a little bit more technical, so if you click on that one, the way that works is whatever two colors are loaded in here, it'll let you stretch out colors fading into each other. So it shows you what you're using. So the way this works, if you click, hold, and drag with your mouse, that will basically apply the angle. So if you just click and drag for a small amount of time, there's not much of a gradient. If you click and drag for a long time, it'll be stretched out a little bit more. If you're trying to do like horizons or sunsets, click, hold, and drag, and hold down the shift to keep it straight on there. You can click on this little arrow, and there are some other options in there that you can load up. Or you can play with the gradient editor, and playing with the gradient editor, you just click on that little thing and up will pop up your little gradient editor. And what will happen now is now you can come in here and select on the little color stops, and then double click, and you can apply your different colors that way. You can also add more than just two colors. If you click below in this little area and then go ahead and click again, you can add more colors on there, and then you can click, add as many colors as you want to. To delete some of these color stops, click, hold, and drag and pull below to kind of play with those on there. You also have these little triangle things. You can kind of play with those. That kind of just eases off on and off those pieces. The ones on the top, they allow you to take off, play with the opacity if you want to have one that kind of fades into no color at all. And when you're ready to use that, you just have to click OK, and then you can apply it. Or if you want to save it, you could come in here and give it a name and click New, and then it'll stay in there for you if you do that. Then just click and drag and apply that. The other thing with gradients is there's some other options besides just linear. You have a radial. Click, hold, and drag to apply that one in whatever angle you want. You also have this other one, this angle gradient, so that might help you out with some stuff. Then you have this reflect gradient, so if you're trying to do maybe some type of a skyline with a lake scene, you could throw in some mountains or do something that way. And then you have this diamond one on there. So some different styles of gradients that you can kind of play with in that tool.